We are now ready to welcome our next boxers to the ring. Please welcome first and making their way to the blue corner, originally from Latvia, now boxing out of Doncaster, Kristaps Zulgis. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, making his way to the red corner, from Liverpool, Anthony Welsh. And gentlemen, we are live from the Winter Gardens here in Blackpool, where VIP Boxing Promotions proudly presents 4 rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. Our timekeeper at the bell for this contest is Mr. Phil Morris, MBE, and our referee in charge, scoring the action, star referee Darren Sargentson. Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing white shorts with blue trim. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone and 12 pounds, taking part in his 78th contest as a professional, originally from Latvia, now boxing out of Doncaster, Kristaps Zulgis. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, facing him across the ring and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the green shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record. 3 wins from 3 contests. Introducing from Liverpool, Anthony Welsh.
Fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, nothing low, watch your heads, and when I say break, take a step back. Most importantly, defend yourself at all times. Best of luck, lads.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the second bout of the evening between Anthony Welsh from Sheffield, Liverpool, and Kristaps Zulgis, Doncaster, Latvia. Commentary for this bout is myself, Mike Action Gormley, joined by former professional James Moorcroft. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Mike. How you doing, mate? You okay?
I'm okay, not too bad, thank you very much.
It's really good to be back here in the hot seat, especially at this fantastic venue, Blackpool Winter Gardens. One that I think I've always said it quite a lot of times. Probably one of the smallest, best boxing venues I've been at, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a really nice place, isn't it? Great architecture. What a fantastic venue for people to sit here and watch a great night of boxing.
Definitely, and what VIP and 1111 do to this place. It looks really, really cool. Looks good, and I'm looking forward to a great night of boxing, mate.
Yeah. So Anthony Welsh from Liverpool, 3-0 against Kristaps Zulgis. We watched Zulgis last week. I don't know if you commentated on that one, James. He was out last week at Bolton.
I think I might have done, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, he fought Ryan Dickens, another lad from Liverpool.
Yeah, I think I did comment on that one.
Yeah.
I think he's very durable of what I can remember. He doesn't get too much involved. He kind of, like you said, like we're seeing now, he's just happy to just move around. Kind of see the rounds out, really. I'd like to see Anthony maybe just as he builds into this fight, just come with a few phases, maybe come in with 2 and 3 phases, just try and take the edge away from it. As like we said, Zulgis is just happy to just be there and just move around.
Yeah, he's experienced, Zulgis. He's in his 78th fight tonight, so he's very experienced. Quite a good boxer. Some of these journeymen though, but most of the journeymen really, they don't get involved too much because as you know, when somebody draws you into a fight, you retaliate, don't you? Fight fire with fire. It's the last thing these kids, these away fighters want. Obviously they come to earn the money, move around with you, and hopefully do you a favour in the sense of bringing you up and bringing you through the ranks.
Definitely, Mike, and like you said, these guys like Zulgis, you know, without these kind of guys who are coming over and fighting week in, week out, us professional boxers, it would be tough, you know. We are learning the ropes, and just like Anthony's doing now, he's very, very well skilled, a big lad, big tall lad for super middleweight, and he's got very long arms, he's sticking behind that jab, and you know, I'd like to see him just come into it a little bit more now, but what I'm seeing is really, really good, and I'm enjoying this fight so far.
Yeah, he looks like he's just feeling his way through this first round. Got a nice jab. Technique's quite good, you know, hands are nice and high.
Yeah. 4 professional fight for Anthony tonight. So you know, he is still fresh to the pro game. He's you know, he's got a lot of fans behind him, and like you said, this iconic venue, Blackpool Winter Gardens. I think it brings out a lot in you, to be fair.
Yeah, so a good steady round there for Anthony Welsh.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Yeah, straight away Anthony comes out, stabbing that jab straight out. Looks like he's looking to double it up now. Maybe he's looking to start getting moving, getting going, because over these 4 round distances, you know, that first round's out of the way and there's only 3 left, so it's good to see him. Here we go, he's dropping the right hand over the top.
Right, get your hands up now, Kristaps. Sideways on, elbows tucked in. Come on, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, I mean, already he just seems to be picking up a little bit. Welsh now, showing a bit more authority in his punches. Zulgis himself, quite a good mover. You know, looking at him, he's quite a good stylist. Moves well, quite light on his feet.
Yeah, I think I might have said it last week, Mike, when Zulgis does come into trade, his guard is so tight, there's no shots getting through at all when his guard's tight. So maybe just come in with a few more phases, 1s, 2s and 3s, just kind of having to open him up.
Yeah, because obviously what we've got to remember is these away fighters, we still like them to put pressure on these, you know, these new kids, these up and coming kids. We like to see them put pressure on, and it brings out the best in them.
Definitely, Mike, and just out of my experience, to be honest, it's like with guys like Zulgis here, if you go through the first and the second and the third phases of attack, these guys don't make many mistakes on the back foot like this, but when you're putting that pressure on them in phase attacks, they tend to make them mistakes. They're okay with dealing with the first phases and the second phases, but start moving, that's good.
Well, that's it, they work the basic stuff out, don't they? You know, they'll stand in front of you and they can move a little bit, and as you say, put a little bit of pressure on them, and that's when you've got to start opening them up, and then showing your quality, and showing the paying public they want to come and follow you and buy tickets and come and see you.
Definitely, Mike, and like I was watching here, Welsh hasn't really put a foot wrong here tonight. He's boxing well behind that jab, and he's building into this fight nicely. And there we go, he's going to the body now, starting to let his hands go, really good.
It's nice to see him putting 3 and 4 punches together as well instead of just single shots and 1s and 2s. You know, he's trying various shots. Got quite quick hands. Nice little boxer.
Yeah, and I don't know what Anthony Welsh will be thinking. You know, he's fighting at super middleweight today. I don't know if he's weighed in on the day or the day before, but maybe Anthony might want to get down to middleweight. And you know, I think at that size that he is, he's going to be a huge middleweight. If he's weighed in yesterday, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? A lot of them like to weigh in same day, or they're required to weigh in the same day.
I think the problem is with the away fighters.
Round 3.
So round 3 or 4 between Anthony Welsh, boxer at Liverpool from the red corner, and Kristaps Zulgis from Doncaster in the blue corner.
Yeah, I suppose, Mike, with guys like Zulgis, you know, he's had, in his 64 loss, he's only picking up 10 stoppages in that. It's not about trying to get him out of here, it's about looking good doing what he's doing, you know. So, you know, I think he's doing really, really good here, Welsh, and, you know, if he pushes on the pressure, he might get to Zulgis.
Yeah, I agree with that, James. As I said earlier, Zulgis is quite a nice boxer himself. So if you can beat him to the punch, if you can score shots, if you can get inside, you know, hit the target with him, it's like you're one up already, aren't you?
Definitely.
You know.
And I just seen Anthony let a really good hand again there. I love the left hook to the body, and it looks like he's carrying a lot of power there, Mike. I'd like to just see him, you know, just letting them hands go a little tiny bit more, landing them big shots, because I think they really are doing a little bit of damage.
Yeah, you would think, you know, if it's a 4-rounder, so you would think for 4 rounds you can afford to up the pace a little bit. Obviously, when you're doing 6-8 rounds, that's when you start slowing the pace down a little bit and planting your feet a little bit more.
Yeah.
But as you say, I think Walsh, you know, he can afford to maybe step on the gas a little bit more, or just go up another level.
And again, like I said, the left hook to the body is a lovely shot, and he's trying to come over the overhand right, so maybe just let it go a few more times. You know, Zulgis ain't really offering much back at the moment. I think he's happy to just take this.
Yeah, it's back to that thing again. You know, if Zulgis opens up a little bit and starts trying to make a fight of it, then he may come a little bit unstuck. So I think he's quite happy just to try and work from the outside and, you know, nab a couple of shots.
Yeah, for sure, Mike, for sure.
Good jab by Welsh though. He's got a nice stiff jab. Looks like you say, he looks like a strong puncher, doesn't he? If he sat down a little bit more and planted it, he knows he can land the shot. We've seen him throw that left hook to the body early on. I think he could do a little bit more damage with that. As I say, if he planted his feet a little bit more, put a little bit more leverage into it, and then just work off that hook.
I very much agree with you, Mike. Yes, like you say, Zulgis is there to be hit in a crazy way. He's there to be hit. He's not moving out with a vengeance. So good 3 rounds there, James. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Anthony Welsh is there
he's done enough to win all 3 rounds quite comfortably.
I think so, Mike, for sure. Yes, I do think so.
I think Zulgis has just come to play his part, really.
He is playing his part. He's keeping it competitive, but I think it's a very good learning fight for Anthony.
Yeah, and again, I think he's been matched right. Steve Lillis is quite a good matchmaker. The last, don't know, since I can remember this year anyway, his matchmaking's been really spot on. We've seen some fantastic fights in these VIP small old shows and venues. Really good, really competitive, and this fight tonight, it's been quite competitive as well. But difference in class as well from Anthony Welsh.
Definitely, Mike, and I know you'll agree with me on this one as well. No more so as last week at the Reebok Stadium, where we had the English title, the British Eliminator, and a fantastic Central Area title fight between Jake Godwin and Marcus Tomlinson.
Yeah, that should have at least been one of those Friday night Channel 5 shows, shouldn't it, really?
Fights like that really do need to be on telly, and I was a little bit upset that I didn't get a chance to have the best seat in the house and commentate on that one, because that was an absolutely amazing fight.
Yeah, we got splashed a bit on that one. Sweat, blood, all sorts of stuff came out of that ring that night, but what a fantastic fight that was.
Yeah, I think there is never no bad Central Area title fights, Southern Area title fights. There is no bad ones, because the winner goes on to big things, don't they? So it's kind of the stepping stone they need to move in them right directions.
Yeah. I mean, again, just back to the quality here. I mean, you can see Anthony Welsh. I'm pretty sure, sooner rather than later, if he keeps the winning up and carries on doing what he's doing like he is here, he'd be a contender for a Central Area shot somewhere along the line. Obviously, early days at the moment. It's only his 4th fight, but you can see he's got a little bit of quality about him.
Like I was saying before, Mike, I don't know whether he's weighed on the day, so he's fighting at super middleweight, or if he can make himself down to middleweight if he's weighed in the day before. But that was a middleweight Central Area title fight last week, and who knows down the line, like you say, he could be fighting for that exact title.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure what the weights were. They're down as a welterweight here, James, but he could be right as a tall lad, so I'm not sure what they actually weighed in at. Referee Darren Sargiston's not had much to do in this bout, which is nice to see, really. Both lads just getting on with it. It's been clean.
Well, Zulgis has been campaigning at middleweight, so maybe Anthony is a middleweight if he can keep winning. There's no point at these 4-round fights. There's no point in killing yourself, cutting yourself down to crazy weights. But obviously, when the titles are there, then you're willing to do that when the reward is big risk, big reward.
Nice job again, nice lead on there by Welsh.
Yeah, the quality's come from Anthony here on that jab. Everything's come off that jab. Really, really good.
I just like the way he puts his shots together. I just say he doesn't throw many single shots. Couple there, double jab, 2s and 3s he throws, 4 shots. Always nice to see, trying things out.
For sure, mate. For sure.
Yeah, good 4 rounds. Should agree there, James. 4 rounds to Anthony Welsh.
Yes, for sure, Mike. Definitely.
Good performance there. Yeah, quite like Anthony. I'm looking forward to his progression.
Can we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? After 4 rounds of action, we go to our referee, Darren Sargiston's scorecard. which reads 40 points to 36 in favour of your winner. From Liverpool, Anthony Welsh. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Kristaps Zulgis.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.